Welcome to the NGEN markets updates. We now have a new AMC tab in the fund section itself. This shows the current AMCs in India and the total AUM and the number of primary funds along with the average risk and the return statistics. You can now filter these averages and the total using the top level asset classes of the funds to get a better idea of the general performance of individual fund houses. You now have the option to change the analytics for the individual funds and even the portfolios by adding an end date. So you can specifically change the end date in the analytics system here. And once you do that, this will help in analyzing certain periods in full detail by running complete analytics for the specific period. Now please note, some of the tabs which will always show the latest information will be disabled when using a custom date. So as you can now see, the asset allocation is now disabled here. And it's now written here, the latest data is more than a month old. The point-to-point tab in the Compare Securities section now has the option to instantly create a bar chart by comparing the performance of the securities in the compare list for any of the 5 available period. You can now see the absolute return comparison within the bar chart itself. Now this works for any of the provided value options of lump sum, CAGR, and even the absolute return itself. So you can now see the bar chart for the CAGR and even the lump sum value. There is also a screenshot option available for all the 5 periods. So you can click on the screenshot button and you can download the chart for the further analysis. The point-to-point tab in the Compare Securities section now provides a CAGR option. You can now toggle this option from here and you can now see all the datasets being updated based on the CAGR option. The main list tab in the Compare Securities section now downloads the NGEN fund score. You can now actually toggle the NGEN fund score here with the ascending and the descending order. And then you can download them in the Excel format here. So you can export the results in a CSV. And you can now see the NGEN fund score being updated in the CSV format given here. When you run the portfolio analytics, the benchmark name in the PDF reports now include the composition information when using the reference indices. So if you use the reference indices from here, let's say for an example reference index 6, you can now check out the PDF report which is being generated from here, and we will now have the composition of these benchmark used as a reference index. The drill down window in the holding analysis tab in the funds section now provides an Excel download for the list of the funds holding a particular stock or a sector. You can now click on this icon and download the Excel for the stock or the sector. You can now rename folders in the portfolio section of the NGEN Markets terminal. Now please use the edit icon provided next to the name of the folders and you can easily rename as many folders as you want. The delete portfolio button is now also provided while editing the portfolios in the portfolios section. Now please note that you will have to provide a confirmation before the portfolio is permanently deleted. We have now added a TR column in the Stats tab in all the portfolio analytics. Now this includes the client section and even the portfolio section itself. Furthermore, we have also added a download button to the Stats tab where you can now download the entire portfolio stats in an Excel format. The NGEN fund score now show in the client section and the portfolio section next to the each fund's name. You can now check this fund score in the client section here. And you can also check this into the client section where you can see the exact portfolio holdings. Similarly, this can also be done in the portfolio section as well, where you have added your external client portfolios or your own portfolios.